Okay, we'll point it a different way so it won't be as boring. You know, I was sitting here and I'm just enjoying the day. And I thought, gosh, I just did episode 1 of philosophy. I kind of didn't start at the start. So we're going to have to back up here for episode 2, and we're going to have to go into the first subject of anything, whether it's one of the soft sciences, or the hard sciences, or just even the liberal arts. Chapter 1 of any course of study or thought or consideration is epistemology. How do we know what we know? You know, and what does it mean to us in the end? Because I can spout you out a bunch of facts and figures. If it don't mean nothing in your life, you just ain't gonna care, for one thing. And if I spout you out a bunch of facts and figures, and maybe you take my word for it and just say you do care, you'll kind of know on a superficial level. What I'm saying, the only way we truly know anything is through experience. Now, we can't experience everything, so sometimes we got to take it from experts, and maybe a bunch of experts. That's the nice thing about the internet. We can go watch 20 rides over Sach Pass in India, and we'll get an idea of what the pass is like, and if all 20 people are saying the same thing, then there's a pretty good chance that that's how it's like. We can listen to experts and scientific people who are better educated than us, and they tell us that our amygdala makes that stick look like a snake, just as a preservation thing. Ooh, a snake, oh my God, nope, it's just a stick. That was my amygdala in my brain. And you know, we can listen to neurologists, and we can kind of know maybe a little bit. I mean, we could probably trust them, that there's a lot of science backing them up, and they're peer reviewed, and they have a bunch of people who are verifying their data. So we can kind of know, but once again, it's a superficial level. I can tell you about counter steering in the canyons, and I can watch YouTube videos all day, and I'll kind of know. But you know, you and I know this, and we've known this from our experience, that you don't truly know that shit until you've experienced it. Sometimes a number of times, and then you know it at a gut level. At a visceral level is the English word for it. And in case anyone want to be speaking English, not this new Ebonics thing or quasi-educated bit we're going on. So once again, gut level, you know it. No one can tell you different because you've been there and you experienced it and you know. So how do we know anything in the biker philosophy? Is we know it. We check it out, examine it in our lives. We use the scientific method. Try it out. Hypothesize something. Try the experiment in your life. Does it work? Great. Maybe that's true. Can you repeat the experiment? It comes out the same way every time? Well, it might be true. Shoot, does everybody else do it? Independently verify you and they come with the same results? Probably pretty good chance it's true. So, you know, that's, before we start thinking too much, we just got to think, how do we know what we know? We know it by experience, by trying it. Is the Triumph good? I don't know. Go ride one and see what you think. I might think it's good for me and it ain't good for you, or vice versa. But we'll know what we think we know. Some things, you know, we can both know the weight of the Triumph dry, and that's probably not going to change unless you start adding modifications. But those are hard things that they can be known, and they can be empirically measured and judged and quantified. Some things are soft things. One guy knows the Triumph sucks to him because it just don't fit him or don't fit the type of riding he does. Another person knows the Triumph's great. That's a little softer knowledge. That's subjective. That's not empirical. That's inside, and it's subject to opinion, and there's no real fact that can prove, yes, a Triumph sucks, or no, it doesn't, or a Honda Rebel or a Grom or whatever the hell you want to hate and say that sucks. It's all subjective. It's all just based on your opinion. And we know what they say about opinions, so I ain't even going to say it again. So once again, one of the main things of philosophy is just epistemology. How do we even know this? Do we know it just because Yammy Noob or somebody on YouTube told us? Do we know because it said in our service manual or our college course material? Or do we know it because, god darn it, I climbed Everest 500 times and I know what that route is because I've been there. And you know what? The other thing to remember is it's a changing world out there. You can climb Everest 500 times and you think you know the route, but all of a sudden that whole Khumbu ice fall could shift and change, and now the route is different. And you know, wind and weather and conditions can vary, and it's a whole different thing. Every time I ride down this canyon, one of the old Greek philosophers says you can't step into the same river twice. And to take that analogy a little farther, you can't ride down the same canyon twice. I think I know this canyon. I rode down it 100 times, but something can always change. It'll be a big old rock or a moose or a truck right where I thought everything was going to be great. So the things we know are all constantly subject to change. There are some things, you know, they're theoretically, you know, not going to change. Maybe the laws of physics and all, and at least in this sector of the galaxy. And so some things you can know in a hard way and then quantify them. They may never change. Those are immutable truths. Well, we like them. Let's all focus on them. But a lot of what we think we know is just subjective. Or if it's not subjective, it's just subject to change. So let's just not cling on too tight to what we even think we know. Because, you know, what I realized is a lot of the wise people I've met, the wiser they get and the more they know about life or any given subject area, the more they say, well, I don't really know. The one thing all these gurus end up with is, the one thing I know is I don't know nothing. Which, or I don't know as much as I think I know. Which is probably a stupid ending to a little almost 7-minute blurb on how do we know what we know. We kind of don't, but for the part we know, the best way to know is get out there and do it and live it. So y'all go live it. I'm going to go live me some canyon. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. See you later. Have a great ride and a great day.